This is Aaron Lowe.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for coming. I'm Aaron. Today I'm going to talk about drone hijacking, and I'm glad to join this event. This is my first time presentation in DEF CON, and thanks. Actually, I'm little nervous now because, first time, so. And this is my first time use English to presentation. So, I know it's hard to decode my English, so please bear it. And, okay. Let me start with a brief self-introduction. My name is Aaron, as I mentioned before. And currently, I'm working in the Trade Micro. And I come from Taiwan. Also a Hijacking member. The Hijacking is a hacker community in Taiwan, and this year, Hijacking also have a team join the DEF CON CTF, and I just want to tell a story about I start my security research life since 2005. This is because of a fucking deal. In my 15 years old, I decided to develop a IT. And out of blue or madness, I don't know why I decided to develop that. But finally, I finished the dark door in my 16 years old, and this IT enabled me to remote manage multiple machines, and it also offers some nice functions, such as you can see someone's keylogger, or look some file transfer, or see the remote desktop screen. But trust me, I just only play this on my own VM, so no one impact. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm so nervous, but you know. After I creating the dark door, also manage some web server actor, then I joined the Taiwan government cybercrime investigation department as a consultant. Then I joined Trade Micro cyber safety solution team. So I think dark door is the beginning of everything. Okay. It's enough of my self-introduction. Let's start hacking. This is today's agenda. I will introduce the drone architecture and point out the vulnerability components. Afterward, I will demo how to hack it and provide the prevention solution. The tool will then be shared in the GitHub. Today, our target is the DJI Phantom 3 Advanced. This drone render is popular, and I think the drone architecture is similar. So if you know how to exploit this drone, you may take the same way to hack another drone. Okay, let's talk about the structure of this drone. There are three main models. Drone itself and the remote controller and the app SDK. Which components are valuable and easy to exploit? I think it's usually found in radio, remote controller, and the GPS module, and the app SDK. First, we search for vulnerability from DJI app and the SDK. You can see the operation process in this image. First, the DJI developed app needs request activation data from DJI authentication server. Then the remote controller uses USB to transmit data. Final drone will fly after confirm the activation data. Sorry, actually, presentation is not my specialty, so I'm really very nervous. And now I want to introduce how to crack the SDK authentication mechanism. First, we have downloaded the SDK from DJI website. Then this DJI, I choose the Android SDK, so it's a JAR file. You can find the key function with the JDGUI, and I found the function it calls check permission. This function will be called by when you open the app, it will call this function. So we just need to patch this function, then we are able to bypass the authentication mechanism. So how to patch this function? I think this part is easy. You just use the JBE. The JBE is Java bytecode editor, and find just mention check permission function. Then I replace the check permission directory return to SDK level 2. It means we can directly use level 2 SDK. I forgot to tell about the SDK permission. 0 is mean you have no permission, and if SDK level above the bigger than 0, then mean you have the SDK permission. So I just set it to 2, then return. After patch this function, you can check the result with JDGUI. Then you can see the SDK level directory return to And this SDK authentication mechanism is easier to hack, but I think it's simple but powerful because all kind of DJI drones can be affected by this vulnerability. Now I demo how to use this vulnerability. At first, we can. Oh, sorry, I checked the video. Wait a moment. Oh, okay, thank you. After we click the SDK, we can directly connect to the app and look the camera data. So this you can see the camera, so it's really work. And next demo, I will show how to use this vulnerability to impact the drone. I developed an app by this SDK, and this contains some API can be called, like we can take off or landing. And at first, I use the takeoff function. Then I press the button, the drone just be take off. And then I press the landing button. The drone is landing. And I also use this feature to write a function. It can fly drone into the location we specific. At first, I input the GPS location, and then I press fly to here, fly to there. The drone just fly to there. But actually, this SDK have some limitation. Because this demo I just use Cracker SDK. This means I don't need to connect to the authentication server. Then I can directly use this SDK. So how to prevent or improve this? The vendor can protect their library file by obfuscator or packer, or use the asymmetric encryption to validate the SDK authentication key between apps and drone and the server, not only just void data from app and the server. Okay, let's intro next session framework analysis. How to analyze the framework? We can use the beamwork, extract some data, but actually it is limited. So we use IDA Pro to analyze the incomplete data extracting by the beamwork and use string reference to find the key function. The function is designed to check the framework. We can use it to reverse the framework format. Actually, this decode function is very big. Please forgive me for not explaining the detail. And finally, we can extract each function module which contain detailed information, including the measure minor ID and the module name and the binary name. And after that, I extract the file system from FC300 fw.bin. By using our parser. And then we can extract some interesting things from file system. For example, the SSH key and some configuration data. And if you want to know the root password, you can view the X shadow to click this file. Okay, I will introduce how to prevent or improve this part. Actually, I think just increase the framework binary, but still need extra careful about storage place must be safety. And this side should careful about the side channel attack. Okay, this is the end of framework analysis. The next session is radio signal analysis. How to analyze the radio signal? Just by the SDR. SDR is software-defined radio. The two on top are Hacker IF. The bottom one is Blade IF. By the way, these are all available in DEFCON vendor area. So if you're interested with this, you can buy it from vendor area. And we found DJI Phantom 3 used to modulation, demodulation to transfer data with 2.4 GHz SA band. I will introduce this on detail later. One modulation is used to control the flying direction of drone, like flying up, down, left, or right. You can observe that it is FHSS frequency hopping spectrum, and the frequency range is about 2.4 gigahertz to 2.483 gigahertz, and each channel is about 1 megahertz bandwidth. The other modulation use DSSS. It is director screen spectrum, and it led drone to transmit image to remote controller. The frequency is about 2.4015 to 2.5815 gigahertz, and each channel is about 10 megahertz bandwidth. And finally, we found the image have no checksum mechanism, so we can jamming the radio frequency to show wrong image to controller. Let's see the demo. This is the program I developed. It can jamming the radio signal, then show green screen to the DJI FPV system. And how to prevent or improve this? I think just avoid the image checksum. If checksum is wrong, just don't show this image. Or you can transfer the image data by asymmetric encryption, but it need take more performance. Actually, I think just add the checksum is enough, because reverse the modulation and demodulation are not easy. And let's move to next session, the GPS modules analysis. The GPS modules is a general way to hijacking the drone, and GPS protocol is not encrypted. GPS protocol, if used for commercial, is not encrypted. It's called CA code. It's for commercial. They have another GPS protocol called P code. P code is for military, so normal commercial can use this encrypted channel. So every commercial usage, the GPS is easier being attacked by attacker. Attacker can easy to fake this. And I will figure out which function is associated with the GPS. In DJI drone, have 4 functions will impaired by faking the GPS. One is no-fly zone. No-fly zone means DJI have set many places to the no-fly zone, like the airport or some important place. So if you fake the location, if you are airport or some important place, the drone will be a false landing. And another function is return to home. Return to home means if you press the return to home, the drone will return to original point. The other function is called follow me. The follow me is the function. It means if you move, the drone will also move. So the drone always follow you. And the latest function is waypoint. The waypoint means you can setting the multiple location, then drone will go each location. So those 4 functions will impacted by fake GPS. Now I will introduce how to spoof the GPS location. They have a good open source GPS simulator in GitHub called GPS Sync SDR, but it has some limitation. Before you want to fake a location, you should wait for a few minutes to generate the IQ data. What is the IQ data? IQ data is if you want to play SDR, you must build the IQ data for modulation. And so we improve the code that it can in real time generate the GPS signal and can be controlled with the joystick. That means you don't need to wait 5 minutes or a few minutes to generate the IQ data. You can directly real time figure the point. And this is the demo. Wait a moment, sorry. You can see I use the joystick and can directly impact the GPS location. When I move to left, you can see the GPS point is moved to left. And I move to upside, the GPS point is moved to outside. Then I move to right side, it just move to right. So we can use this joystick to impact the GPS location. Oh, thank you. And now I demo to face landing the drone by fake location into the no-fly zone. You can see the outside, the red circle is the no-fly zone. And I open the program, then it is need to wait a few seconds because fake GPS should take some time to update the satellite track. And It's take about 30 minutes, 30 seconds. So you can see, finally the drone is in the no-fly zone. Then drone take down. This demo also in past DevCon. So I just want to demo this again because I think someone maybe not seen this. And I want to demo the use the joystick to hijacking the drone. I open the DJI follow me function, and you can see I'm not touching the remote controller. Then I move the joystick, can directly move drone to location I want the drone to. Like I move the joystick to my side, the drone will take to my side. Then I just control this for a few times, and finally use the joystick can easier to control the drone. But finally, the drone just moved to too far place I can control, so I switched to my remote controller. Then, because this drone is our company item, so I can fly them to this. I can let them disappear. So finally, I use the real RC controller and get back the control. But actually, you can, if you want, you can let the RC controller not work. You just jamming the 2.4 gigahertz frequency, then control module will be lost. That time you can use the hijacking program to fully control the drone. And I want to introduce how to detect the fake GPS signal. The one way is void the GPS subframe data. The subframe data is data sent by GPS satellite, which contain the satellite track information. But fake GPS, some subframe data will incorrect, like this. This is the subframe data, and you can see the upside subframe data is true satellite data, and the downside is the fake GPS satellite data. You can see some file is wrong, so you can avoid the subframe data to check the signal is fake or real. But I know you must think, if I just record and replay the GPS data, the subframe will be correct. Yes, it is. But we have another solution. When you record and replay the GPS, you can use the time. You can avoid the time between satellite time and the real time, because if you record and replay, the time will be wrong. So this is another way to detect the fake GPS signal. And another way is check the motion speed between point to point. For example, it is impossible to change your location from Taiwan to Las Vegas in 1 second, unless you are Doraemon or Sonic. And finally, I developed the fake GPS signal device by just mentioning ways. And I developed it on the Raspberry Pi. And I buy a GPS module. The module is a popular module called U-Blocks. This is the demo of the tool I create. You can see this is Raspberry Pi, and this is my phone control the hiccup device, and I transfer some fake GPS data, and now it's normal because the fake GPS data will take a few time to fake. About 30 minutes, and wait a moment. I don't know why my screen is become black. Wait a moment. I press this again. Is the screen being hacked? Or
No, I think.
what? No problem. I just take to the. I think today is unlucky. Wait a moment. What's wrong? Oh, so it's some people just.
Oh, okay. Just filter and maybe. Here, what if okay. No, we're not getting anything. Okay, don't change any settings. Let's give it a minute. Let's see. Okay. Track two over.
Is this situation happened before, or
No, this is.
is it so?
You didn't do anything wrong. It's the AV tech with the television. So. Hey, sorry for the interruption, guys. We have AV techs on the way, and they should be able to fix this. Thanks.
Actually, this is not my computer be hacked, so I have no way to start this attack because my computer is fine, but the environment just got attacked.
So. No, your computer's fine.
I can speak without the screen.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
So I'll just take this opportunity to remind people, exit out the back, and we're probably going to have you compress over a little bit at the end of the talk, which, a few minutes here.
Yes.
You plug it back in.
I didn't connect. It
was going the whole time. Give that a minute, see if it comes. Tim, you got it?
Unfortunately, this talk I can finish because okay. I close to and I'd like to publicly provide my GitHub account. Then I will put my fixed GPS detection program to my GitHub, and sorry today I think.
That's it. That's okay, man. You did a good job.
Okay. Thank you for coming. And I'd like to provide my GitHub account. this account will not be hacked by anyone. Maybe. My account is Aaron Aaron-Raw, and I will publish the attack and the defense tool to this GitHub. Thanks for coming.